Good morning and welcome to Living Well with Robin Stoloff, empowering you to live a healthier life. Can you believe Thanksgiving is this Thursday? Thanksgiving is a great time to catch up with family members. It's also the perfect opportunity to find out more about our family health history. That's why Thanksgiving is also Family Health History Day. Knowing our family health history can help us make better health decisions. Even if our immediate family does not have chronic illness such as cancer, heart disease, or diabetes, we should know if other people in our families had these conditions. Learn what conditions run in the family and when your relative was diagnosed. A good way to keep a record is to use My Family Health Portrait, a free online tool. You can share this information with other family members and your doctor. But as the CDC says, knowing is not enough. If certain conditions run in our families, we can take steps to prevent them and talk with our doctor about screenings. We've got more on Family Health History Day coming up this Thursday on my health page at WFPG.com, on our Facebook page, or just click health on the drop-down of our app. Lots more coming up today on Living Well on Light 96.9. How sweet it is! A Thanksgiving staple, sweet potatoes should be more than just a holiday treat. They should be part of our regular diet. They are a great source of fiber and vitamins that can improve gut health, boost immunity, and help us manage our weight. They also have antioxidants that can protect us from cancer. And they're full of vitamin A, which can support our vision. And sweet potatoes can be a substitute for some or all of the refined sugars in a baking recipe. One of the healthiest ways to cook sweet potatoes is very simple. Just bake them. They're so good they don't need much. Deep frying or smothering them with sauce or butter kind of diminishes their health benefits. It sort of defeats the purpose. Here's how I love to eat them. I bake them and sprinkle some cinnamon on them. It's a healthy and delicious spice, and it is so good. Give that a try. We've got more details on this amazing nutritional powerhouse and some really terrific sweet potato recipes at WFPG.com, on the health page of our app, or on our Facebook page. Living Well on Light 96.9. If you sit for a good portion of your day, you may be at risk for something called dead butt syndrome. Obviously not a medical term, but a lot of people have it. Here with more is Nicole Simonin, health and fitness coach, podcast host for weight loss for women over 40, and two-time TEDx speaker. Nicole, you did a TEDx talk on this. What is dead butt syndrome?
Yes, Robin, the TEDx talk was all about dead butt syndrome and how it really is sitting too long, really disengages your glutes and therefore restricts everyday movements like walking, climbing, stairs, getting in and out of your car, things like that. Really can be a deterrent.
So what can we do to try to avoid dead butt syndrome?
There are so many things that you can do to move your body and activate those glutes. Literally, just get up and move your body, but taking the stairs, stretching, dancing, walking. In the TEDx Cape May version, I gave exercises that were inside of that talk, and that will be available on the video when it comes out.
That's great, because just learning a few simple exercises can make such a difference. Also, for people who work in an office, it's easy to get lost in what you're doing and just sit for hours. So it might be a good idea to set a timer or something on your watch that reminds you to get up and move.
I love that idea. I use my timer all day long, like just to kind of remind us, because you can get into your work and get distracted or whatever. But yeah, really getting up and moving at least every hour is ideal.
Just that alone can really help to relieve pain and stiffness. And I know lots of people are now starting to use a stand-up desk so they're not sitting all day. Where can we see your TEDx talk on this subject or learn more?
You can learn more at NicoleSimonin.com. It's NicoleSimonin.com.
Thank you so much for joining us, Nicole Simonin, health and fitness coach, podcast host for Weight Loss for Women Over 40, and two-time TEDx speaker. And you are living well on Light 96.9. Fall is the season of cozy sweaters, pumpkin spice, and delicious treats. However, staying mindful of our health goals is also essential, especially during the holiday season. We've got Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, when we usually eat about 2 days worth of food or more. And then it's followed up by Black Friday. That's when the hectic shopping season kicks in. It's so easy when we're out and about to grab a fast food meal or high sugar treat. But with a little pre-planning, we can pack some healthy snacks to keep our energy up and our calories in check as we tackle our holiday shopping and to-do list. I'd rather spend my calories on good food at a dinner party or a get-together rather than fast, or junk food on the run. So on that note, we've got 10 on-the-go healthy snacks that are tasty and easy to prepare. Throw them in your purse or a little travel lunch bag so you have something when you're out on the road. And don't forget to bring your water. Very important. Check it out at WFPG.com. Click Health on the drop-down of our app or just visit our Facebook page. Living Well on Lake 96.9. Helping people overcome substance use disorder. That is the mission of the Matthew B. Memorial Fund. And their 6th annual fundraiser, Mocktails and Cocktails, is coming up on Friday, December 1st. Here with more is founder and executive director Lisa B. Thank you so much for joining us. What is the goal of this fund?
Matthew's Fund was designed to help people to get into addiction treatment that had no means of finance, no insurance, couldn't afford it, had exhausted all their possibilities. We pay for them to go into treatment, see them through their aftercare, and advocate for them during their time there as well.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of success stories.
Very much so. We've been very successful. We've seen people go on to get married, have children, reunite with their families, go back to school, travel. It's really been beautiful.
It's really like a miracle to see that.
Absolutely. To give somebody the gift of life is an absolute miracle.
And you do this all in memory of your son, Matthew. Can you tell us a little about him?
So Matthew was a very charismatic 21-year-old boy when he passed. He was a star athlete, loved by many, many people. So my goal is always to bring awareness that this could happen to any family. It's very, very important because this is an epidemic of mass proportion for us to be aware of what's happening. So that's my goal too. Our mission is to bring awareness, stop the stigma, and to actually help people.
And the funds you raise in your upcoming event are doing just that. Tell us about your fundraiser.
So the event is Mocktails and Cocktails. It's Friday, December 1st. We have a live band. We do have guest speakers. And we also have a magnificent raffle. Our community is so incredibly generous. And it's really a lovely celebration and a beautiful way to honor Matthew's life.
It certainly is. And I'm sure that he is looking down very proud of you right now for helping people get their lives back in his name. Where can we donate or learn more about the event?
MatthewB.com.
Thanks so much for joining me, Lisa B. And again, it is the 6th annual Mocktails and Cocktails fundraiser for the Matthew B. Memorial Fund at Linwood Country Club on Friday, December 1st. Living Well on Light 96.9. Time now for Spreading the Health, powered by Atlanticare. Everyone looks forward to enjoying Thanksgiving dinner with their loved ones. But did you know Thanksgiving has the most cooking-related accidents and injuries of the year? If you find yourself with a cut or burn, you might be tempted to rush to the emergency room. Did you know you can receive expert-level care at an Atlanticare Urgent Care center? They have a shorter than average wait time than a trip to the emergency room. Atlanticare's urgent care centers throughout South Jersey offer care for non-life-threatening illness or injuries. This includes stitches, performing x-rays and lab tests, mild burns, and even food poisoning. Atlanticare's Hold My Spot lets you get in line at a nearby urgent care center from wherever you are and remain there until a text message alerts you to come in. This means less time away from the holiday festivities and more time in the comfort of waiting in your living room. For certain concerns like a cough or cold, you can even schedule a visit with an Atlanticare virtual primary care provider to receive care without ever leaving your home. As you plan for the holidays, include planning for care and avoid the trip to the emergency room. Visit atlanticare.org/urgent care or call 1-888-569-1000 to locate an urgent care center near you, just in case. Living Well on Light 96.9. What's one thing that's plentiful, free, and easy to access, yet most of us need more of it? It's gratitude, and that's what we're going to talk about right now with Scott Colby. He's the author of The Grateful Entrepreneur, owner of Say It With Gratitude, and he's developed something called the Grateful Deck. Scott, how did you get to be the Grateful Entrepreneur?
Well, it started with a trip I took to Guatemala to build schools. And what I learned from the community there was that they didn't have much, but what they did have were smiles, they had love, and they had gratitude. They were grateful for the littlest things and the things that you and I take for granted, perhaps, at least I do, cell phones and internet, they didn't have. but they didn't need that because they had each other and they just appreciated what they did have. So I took that attitude with me back home and I started a brand called Say It With Gratitude to just really live in more gratitude and to live a more positive life, and eventually developed this grateful deck that you mentioned.
Yeah, tell us about that. That is really great, especially right before Thanksgiving.
The Grateful Deck is a deck of 120 cards. Each card has a question on it designed to start powerful connection to help you remember the good in your life. So I noticed that, hey, when I was a kid, we ate dinner at the dinner tables and we had conversations because we didn't have technology. Nowadays, our lives are, infiltrated with a lot of technology. We don't have these meaningful conversations anymore. So I'm hoping this deck will help you bring your family and friends closer together.
Perfect for Thanksgiving. I am hosting Thanksgiving. I would love to do it this year. Give us an example of one of the questions in your deck.
Yeah, I pulled one. I love this question. What is something about each of your family members that you are grateful for?
Isn't that great? And people would love to hear that because often we go through our lives and we don't have a chance to just say thank you to someone, something very simple but means so much. So I am going to do that this year. And you have a digital version of it. Where can people get that?
Yep, you can download the digital version over at gratitudetoolkit.com.
120 questions. And if people want to learn more about your business, I know you do gratitude hikes in Tennessee and you have your book. Where can people learn more?
Yeah, the main website is sayitwithgratitude.com.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us, Scott Colby, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Robin. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. And that wraps it up for me today. Don't forget to check out my podcast for recaps of this show and conversations with special, very knowledgeable guests, from experts in their field to everyday people who share interesting experiences. Listen wherever you get your podcasts, or if you prefer to watch the video of my conversations, just check it out on my YouTube channel or my website. Search Living Well with Robin Stoloff and follow me on Facebook and Instagram for bite-sized tips to help you learn more and live better. Wishing you all a safe, wonderful, and beautiful Thanksgiving. See you next Sunday morning at 10 for Living Well with Robin Stoloff, empowering you to live a healthier life. Until then, keep living well.